Have you seen those bobbin frames everywhere? Well, guess what? They're having a major moment. From the shelves of Target to high-end decor boutiques, their beaded texture and bold, bright colors are just the right amount of character for any space. And now guess what? You can make them yourself. It's an easy DIY that allows for complete customization. And we have who else but the Queen of Color Crafts here to share today a simple and sweet tutorial for the popular bobbin frame. Welcome back, Aubrey Bennion.
Queen of Color.
Queen of Color. I mean, change your byline. That is now
going
it.
on the resume.
You really are the Queen of Color, and we are grateful to have you today. I've been seeing these everywhere. I'm sure you have too. What sparked this for you?
I have two. They're at Target. They're on Etsy. They're at Anthropology. You can spend a lot. You can spend a little. You can do it yourself. And
Aubrey says,
how I do it.
I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah, let's do it ourselves.
I love this. Okay, what are the supplies that we need for this bobbin frame?
The biggest thing is, so I bought this 5-pack of frames from Amazon. You have to know the diameter of your bobbin. And listen, don't ask me why it's called a bobbin. I don't know.
What is a bobbin? What is a bobbin?
Google it. Wikipedia's going to tell you. It's something about furniture legs in the 17th century or something like that. But it's just this rounded ball.
Yeah.
Shape.
Okay, half.
Shape.
Yep. I love it. Okay.
So you can buy these on Amazon.
Yeah.
You can buy them at Michael's. What I didn't want to do is just assume I could buy that size of bobbin and that size of frame and then that it would fit. So you do want this that is the same diameter of your frame width. So just start with one, buy a frame or buy your bobbins and then get your other product to match the diameter of it.
This feels like one of those things that's gonna make it look more high-end.
Yeah.
If you match these up, it's gonna look more high-end than if it doesn't, because then it's gonna look like you maybe DIY'd it.
Yeah, there's one, I'm not gonna point it out, but maybe there is one where I was like, dang it, why couldn't I just wiggle that, bobbin right there, and it, because you can see it's a little bit off base from the rest. But yeah, the good news is with this glue, I just bought this. I went to the, I don't know, Home Depot or whatever, and looked for like how much glue could I get for how little cost.
Okay, we love that.
And ended up with this one, and I actually really like it. It says to let it sit for 24 hours, but this gives it a little bit of wiggle room, because the other thing you want your beads to be evenly spaced, which means when you're here, you don't know if you're gonna have how much space you'll have at the end.
Yeah.
This particular glue, which we can link and all, gives you a little bit of wiggle room as you're placing your beads.
Oh, we love a little
just
wiggle room.
Get it just right. So yeah,
I love that.
Very forgiving.
Okay, so you're saying bobbin width, great, frame width, great. What are you using? Are you just spray painting these?
I spray painted and I used regular glue or regular paint.
Okay, what do you like better?
Spray paint all the way. Spray paint all the way. All these little nooks and crannies, and it's sloppy. It's like gloopy and sloppy when you're trying to use a paintbrush. Spray paint was so easy, and I even have opinions on which spray paint. As I did 3 different brands, and this Rust-Oleum was by far the best one. So
listen, we love a girlfriend who has a strong recommendation. Why did you like the Rust-Oleum?
It just went on the best. It laid the best. It didn't drip. It didn't, it was the best.
Overall.
Yeah, just the thing is, the bummer is, you're just limited to the colors of spray paint, which is not as wide as your options of paint in the craft aisle. There's so many.
That's true.
And this feels like a big announcement, but for years Martha Stewart's paint has been like the best.
Yes.
Went away. Martha Stewart paint is back, which is like,
you heard it here first, people. Breaking news in the Studio 5 craft room. Martha Stewart paint is back. Where are you buying this?
Back. I think you can buy it at Michael's.
Uh-huh.
I read an article about it. I haven't had to buy it yet because I hoarded it all those years ago. So I still have my old supply, but Martha has the best color, best texture, best everything. Okay. And her paint is back.
Okay. Also, we have these beautiful fabrics here lined up.
Yeah.
What are we doing with these?
A little surprise to this segment. I started to frame these photos, which, listen, also I don't frame photos of me and my people. I put those around the house, but as I was pulling through my photos, that was a really sweet thing to do. But I started to frame them in this mat. This white mat came with these frames, and I was like, oh, we could do a little bit better. So I dug through my fabric supply, and I happened to have abandoned some sort of project that had this iron transfer, you know, whatever on the back, and I just ironed it directly onto the mat, snipped around the edges, tucked it in, and we have 4 different. I think that's the fun thing, right? You can mix and match your patterns and your photos, so you just have one more element to be a little bit more whimsical.
Okay. Now, okay, this might be a silly question. I see that you have your bobbins all out on here. So I'm wondering, we're gluing first and then we're painting?
We're gluing, and then I waited 24 hours because I am nothing if not a rule follower to the glue.
Yes.
And then, I took it outside and I spray painted it a couple of coats, and then I put a clear coat on top and let it dry overnight, and then we went in with the mat.
Oh, it is stunning.
It's very easy.
So fun. Is there any like trick of the trade that you said, okay, the first time I did this, I maybe would do it different the second time? Is there anything that you...
The only thing is, because this glue is really forgiving, I did kind of just like run my hands along the side to even them out. Like, let's just get them in a good straight line.
I feel good about that.
So that they're not wonky.
What about a total cost? What do you think one of these costs you? The math is mathing in her head.
Girl math, it was really cheap.
Okay, way cheaper than Target or Anthropology. Yes.
Cheap.
Aubrey, you are always sharing your colorful life on Instagram. We love it as being one of your followers. Where can we find more from you?
On Instagram and on Pinterest, I'm Aubrey Eliz.
So fun. Thanks so much. Thanks, Aubrey.